Andrew, Elijah, all with me. Welcome back to the show, gentlemen. Jesus, what are you up to, Andrew? You at work? Are you in the kitchen with it late put on?
I'm just making some biryani, Terry, celebrating the Chelsea win.
Nice. Do you know what's mad? With your hair like that, your hair being bright white, it actually looks like a chef's hat. Good to see you here. Winter Surfer. What did you make of Chelsea today? Important you got the win. You got that done. Talk to me.
Yeah, was it the best performance? No, it's a much improved performance, but the 3 points is all that matters. It was hard fought. We started to see Everton press us at the end, but we managed to handle that. And yeah, it's good to see Jackson on the score sheet. Other players playing well, like Lavia having a good hour or so. But yeah, we roll on. We had to win today just to give us any type of chance, really, and put pressure on others, especially with others playing like semi-final of cups this weekend. It was improved performance, but like I say, the 3 points all that mattered. It was a must-win today, and we done it. We dug in, and all credit to the players, all credit to the manager. The last two performances, and we roll on, and we'll see what others do now. We can put our feet up for the weekend and see what others do. For once.
Yes, so that's the great thing about winning. I love a 12:30 game when you win because you can enjoy the rest of the weekend's football. And you're certainly right. You put the cat back amongst the pigeons now. The last two wins, whether you make it or not. And again, the only other thing I did agree with Joe Cole on when he said on commentary, Chelsea need to win 3 of their last remaining 4 games. He thinks to have a real chance of getting a Champions League spot, but he went, but I've got no idea who's getting the 3 spots. And I actually think that's quite a fair bit of analysis right now. I think it's very hard at the moment to categorically guarantee exactly which the 3 teams will be.
Yeah, I also want to say, just so that I'm Sanchez was brilliant today. And you know how much I don't like Sanchez, Terry, but he was very good. So I want to make sure that people don't, I've got no bias against him. He was very good today, kept it 1-0. Especially in the second half, and he actually, after a bit of a dodgy catching in the first half, his catching was much improved in the second half. Good stuff. And like you said about Caicedo as well, I agree with you. Caicedo, no matter what people say, I think Caicedo is clearly our player of the year this year, without a shadow of a doubt. He plays in multiple positions, and today he didn't look out of place at right back. But if I'm not sure how much a big difference it would have been, but Lavia even fit for even appearing in half the games he missed. I don't know. That may have been a big difference this season, but we'll never know, will we? So, but I'm glad he's back, and I'm glad he got an hour. So,
mate, I think it's one of those shouts where only an idiot would say you're talking nonsense. If you had Lavia fit all season, Chelsea's entire campaign could have been different. The guy is an absolute player and a half. Elijah, I know you've been very. And I understand why, but you've been very sort of scathing and very, very critical of Chelsea as of late. But what did you make of today's performance and back-to-back wins?
Yeah, listen, was it a great performance? No, but the most important thing is that we got the job done. We had to win because Newcastle got Ipswich Town later today, and Forest played Brentford on a Thursday. So we just had to win, man. So the performance was good. I have to say, Sanchez, even though I've been critical of this guy, today he was superb. Make some big saves. Other than, the one in the first half where he nearly dropped the ball, he saved us and he got us a clean sheet. So I give credit to him. I thought Chalobah was really good, especially if you look at the first goal, brilliant tackle from him, after Beto, was close to him. I thought Jackson, it's good to see him finally score for Chelsea because 4.5 months is a bit long, way too long. But he scored and it was a brilliant finish from him as well. Enzo looked decent. I have to say, Madueke looked decent as well, especially playing as a left winger. He could have scored a hat-trick today, but Jordan Pickford made some good saves. So Madueke is unfortunate, but I thought he was decent. Neto as well looked decent as well. Colwell, I say he looked okay. There was a couple of times where Beto just was in on goal, but I thought he looked good. Kukurea was superb. I say Lavia was phenomenal today. Even Caicedo as well. He played as right back, but today no matter what position he puts him, he still is going to be that player of that quality. And I agree with Andrew. For me, Caicedo, for me, has got to be Chelsea's best player of the season because consistency has been really good. So for Chelsea so far. So yeah, we needed this win. I'm just hoping that other teams like Newcastle and Forest drop points, but it's a much needed win. And and hopefully the tough games that we've got, if we can get enough points, then I still believe. But I still have doubts of this team finishing the top 5. But listen, if we can beat, let's say we get a result against Liverpool and Newcastle, then maybe I'll start to believe. But it just all depends. But it's great to see Lavia back. I'm just hoping that he can stay fit. And I have to say, the substitution as well really worked because Lavia came off for Reece James. And we bring on Terry George on. It was too little too late, but the subs were correct because I want to see Lavia fit for the rest of the season. But yeah, we got the job done. So hopefully we can face tough opponents and get enough points. So yeah, I'm happy for the win.
Yeah, listen, I agree with a lot of what you said there, mate. And I get why Chelsea fans are not going to go from this looks like we won't make it to 100% we are off the back of 2 wins because it's so close. And I honestly think you may see a team or two get Champions League positions or miss out on even goal difference. It's going to end up being that close. From a neutral perspective, Mo, what did you make of it today?
Can I tell you something that is just different than what you guys said? I actually think that Cole Palmer should have been benched today and it should have been a right back and Enzo, Caicedo and Lavia. For the first 15 minutes, Cole Palmer had 7 touches on the ball. All of them are passes back. And I didn't know what Cole Palmer was doing on the pitch. He's much better than this. And Enzo Maresca's not using him to his best ability at all. It's not that he's smart. I think that yes, Caicedo played well, Lavia played well. I think Enzo Fernandez played very well today. So basically, it's either you put Cole Palmer on the right side, let him come inside and put a Reece James there or a right back that can bump forward. You don't have to force Cole Palmer on the pitch. Can someone tell me what Cole Palmer did today? He didn't do anything good. He didn't do anything bad. He was just a passenger on the pitch. A couple of passes here and there that Enzo Fernandez can do. I genuinely think that this midfield with Lavia and Caicedo will work better. That's when I was watching the game, I'm like, he's going to make something happen. He's going to make something happen. Yes. Okay, put him on the right side then. Instead of inverting a right back and having Caicedo next to Lavia and a box midfield, just play a regular football and have a right back to support. Like we saw on the left side when Cucurella was good today because it's not only because he's defensive work, because Cucurella went to do like about 5, 6, 7 overlaps in the first half. And that helped Madueke look good, right? Isn't that what sometimes you need your winger to do this? So maybe Neto needed a little bit of help. So put a right back, work the ball up, make the right back support Cole Palmer on the right side, and have Cole Palmer invert in the middle. And instead of having the right back to invert, and Cole Palmer has nothing. To be honest, he didn't do anything today, Cole Palmer. And I'm not here shitting. I listened to Terry's monologue in the beginning. Terry said that people will use this shit Cole Palmer. I'll use this to shit on Enzo Maresca. You have one of the best players in the league. He's really one of the best players in the league. And you're making him just one of the guys on the pitch. Like he gets bypassed. He doesn't get enough touches. A lot of people get more touches than him. Madueke and Neto look more dangerous than Cole Palmer. In what world we're sitting here and Neto and Madueke are more dangerous than Cole Palmer, one of the best players in the Premier League last season? That is because of Enzo Maresca's tactics. You want to force people because you don't want to upset them, but you're missing the rhythm. You won 1-0 because of a good press by Chalobah, good pass by Enzo, and good finish, right? But other than this, you could have had way more danger if you use the right formation. That maybe it's very simple. Why do you want to copy Pep and Arteta? Inverting a right back here, like he used to do with Rico Lewis, or he used to do with John Stone, or Mikel Arteta when he used to invert Partey or Lewis Kelly. Yes, you play regular football. Just put right backs where right backs should be. Put Paul Palmer right wing, let him invert. He didn't do anything today. That's why, by the way, that's why I didn't think Chelsea were that dangerous. Because Cole Palmer, the most dangerous player, arguably in the league, along with Mohamed Salah, along with Kevin De Bruyne, is not being used. But people think that I'm criticizing Palmer. I'm criticizing Enzo Maresca. Just put him on the right side. Put Reece James on the right side. Let him go forward and cross What is Reece James' best attribute? Surprise, surprise. Crossing the ball to Nicholas Jackson and Enzo Fernandez making late runs because he doesn't have to worry because he has Caicedo and Lavia. Caicedo's brilliant on the ball. Lavia and Caicedo can play in the center by themselves. Let both fullbacks overlap. But yes, okay, Chelsea won 1-0. Bravo. Yes, 1-0 against Everton at home. Good back-to-back wins. But Cole Palmer, your best player on the pitch, supposedly, is not being used. But
I slightly disagree. He is given a free role, like you say. He's not marked. He's starting to now hang on to the ball too long as well. He's starting to overthink his passes to people, or he's not passing to people. He's now letting, it's not tactical with Palmer, it's mental with Palmer. Because he gets into positions, he creates positions, and he takes shots. Okay? This is on him now. This is a run of form. I agree with you in terms of he should be benched, but not because, like, Maresca's doing anything, because he's in bad form. He should be benched. That's why. He's not, I believe he's allowed himself to become a big-time Charlie. He's allowed everything to, he's all right taking the platitudes and the applause, but now, like a really young player, like in the second season, he's now facing a downturn. He should be benched on his form, not because of the tactics. Like you said, he's
fine with me. Fine with me, sir. Fine with me, sir.
He's never been. The only game he's ever been man marked. You know this, Mo, is Anfield away. He's never been man marked in any game apart from Anfield away in this Premier League. I believe, like I said, he's creating loads of chances and he's having loads of shots. So this is actually just on him, really.
Do you agree with this comment that says drop Palmer, he'll do nothing for the last 4 matches? Do you think maybe your chances of making the Champions League positions will increase Winter Surfer if he was maybe dropped and put on the bench for the last 4 games?
Maybe it'll give him dose of reality, a big kick up the backside. Maybe it'll give him that as well, like saying, you know what, we're in a run of form, we need these points, but you're not actually contributing to a lot. Because I think sometimes when we play him, and I don't believe I'd say this a year ago, it's like playing with 10 men at the moment. Because
same like with Nkuku.
He holds onto the ball too much. He overthinks stuff. He passes when he doesn't. He passes for pass's sake, and he stops a lot of the play going forward at the moment. And maybe this is just he's in run of bad form. You know, it needs to be considered. But I've been calling for Palmer to be benched a lot more longer than today. I've been calling for him since the start of the year. So it's one of those, but. You have a young manager who I don't know if we've shown he hasn't got it yet, but if it was a more experienced manager, maybe he would have been dropped by now, and then rotated back in. Because like you said, last 2 matches he's done what in an attacking sense.
Can you put the of Mo, please, Stereo? Okay, so basically, I am on a match reaction. But apparently, I watched the game. That's because I said that Chalaba and I said what happened in the game. So definitely, Mo, you don't see my point. We agree to disagree, Mo, that we watched the game differently, right? Andrew here, a Chelsea fan, is saying that Cole Palmer, we played with 10 men. I am trying to find a solution to get the best out of Cole Palmer. Different opinion, Andrew. I respect. He's saying drop the guy because he thinks Neto. I think maybe Cole Palmer on the right side and have a right back. But you don't see it. Why? Because I'm criticizing.
No, but I agree, Mo. I agree with you, Mo, because I think that in terms of why Palmer, so there could be multiple things. Okay, and this is something that we don't see as fans. And when Enzo was not playing well last year, we knew there was something personal. There could be personal problems. We don't know these things. But what's affecting Palmer now after his injury when he's come back is also the system. So I fully agree that it's Maresca who needs to take responsibility to say, okay, and Palmer needs to also show some initiation and work his way back into this team. So that's why what Andrew's saying is that if he's dropped, he'll have to work his way back into this team. It's not a given because this is Chelsea. Nobody's just given the right to just play because you played well last season.